name's Curtis Haderlie, and I'll be speaking on folk medicine today. Folk medicine and how we can benefit from being prepared to use it. In our efforts to stand independent, my wife, Karen, and I own and operate businesses that help us to be more self-sufficient and sustainable over the long term. I'm primarily a farmer, living and working the land that I grew up on to raise nutrient-dense food for people and animals. I have a couple of videos that will kind of explain that better than I can say. And now for summertime. We make plant-based medicine under our Wind River herb label. We grow and wild harvest many of the plants we use to make these products. We are better able to stand independent when we are robust and healthy. So if there's anything you take away from this, that's the key. If we're sick, if we're weak, if we're depressed, we're not going to be very independent. This is my disclaimer before I proceed because I feel like I'm going to offend somebody. This is, Denver said this. So, even though I don't know any of you really, I think we have something in common. We want to prepare for what's coming down the pike. So what I say from here on out is not intended to offend, just inform. From my perspective, it seems the medical community has caved into pressures of corrupt government, business, and religious leaders and is giving misleading and even harmful advice. George Orwell said that the further a society drifts from the truth, the more it will hate those that speak it. In an age of lies, telling the truth is high risk. It comes with a cost, but it is our moral obligation. It is our duty to resist the crowd in this age of mob thinking. It is our duty to think freely in an age of conformity. It is our duty to speak truth in an age of lies. Courage means, first off, the unqualified rejection of lies. Do not speak untruths either about yourself or anyone else, no matter the comfort offered by the mob, and do not genuinely accept the lies told to you. If possible, be vocal in rejecting claims you know to be false. Courage can be contagious, and your example may serve as a means of transmission. has it been more important to take responsibility for our own health than now? There is a vast amount of traditional medical knowledge that is available to be discovered and used. Some have the gift of healing and can benefit others by developing and sharing this gift. All of us can benefit by eating more nutrient-dense foods and learning to use herbal remedies and other alternative medical modalities. I would encourage each of you to get to know a local farmer that is able to provide you with nutrient-dense foods free from pesticides and hormones. Don't let the price of locally produced food deter you. It will be the best money you can spend. Health is your children and your grandchildren's birthright, and it is being taken away by consuming highly processed foods that create disease. I live in a relatively harsh climate with long, cold winters, yet we are blessed with an abundance of indigenous plants that have a myriad of medicinal properties that have been used for centuries by various cultures. Over the past century, allopathic medicine has pushed traditional medicine to the side. Many of us have suffered the side effects of using drugs approved by the FDA and the medical community. So from the standpoint of folk medicine, each of you can choose to start learning about traditional medicinal use of plants. You can go to your local health food store or local herb store and start talking to people there. You can also start growing or wild harvesting plants that can be used for medicinal purposes. There's lots of books on the website. I put some of the resources that we use, but I would encourage you to check into this. I've experienced lots of healing in my own life through the use of some of these medicinal plants. Thank you.